When you have seam allowances to follow, or you want to sew lines that are perfectly parallel, you have options on the throat plate in both inches and metric, and a way to put in a seam guide. You'll notice that there's a screw just behind the foot, and when you loosen that enough, the seam guide will slide in, and I would give that a good tightness, tight as you can make that. But this would allow you to use lines that are further out, or once you start stitching, so for example, if I want to sew a row of stitches, and then I want to sew another row of stitches parallel to it at that same increment, once I move my fabric over, well, I can't see those guides anymore on the throat plate. But now you can just go ahead, put the seam guide on, and continue to sew perfectly parallel lines as you would have them the distance to be. The nice thing is you don't have to mark them all out to follow them. You can just mark the first one and continue along your line, and then perfectly parallel. Can you see that for rows of decorative stitches or anything that you need to stitch out? So try out, see how your seam guide actually attaches. And one thing I would do is when you do take it out is do make sure you get that nice and tight. I would hate for it to vibrate out and then you go to use it and you realize you have no screw back there. So seam guides, stitch plate markings, it's all right at your fingertips.